I'd like to teach you a new word today. Now, you might want to get a pencil and paper and write this down because I'm going to spell it out to you. IF. That's it. There are thousands of little promises that are available to you, but they all, at the beginning, he'll say, if you do this, I will give you all this. And if is very important, because if you don't do what he's saying here, you can't have that promise. And there are many promises, but all of them aren't yours. The promises that are yours are the ones that he reveals to you. You know, you can read it and it's a good promise, but the one that you hear on the inside of you, the revelation of it, that's yours. And no one can take that away from you, because once he said it to your spirit, it's yours. But I want to draw your attention to Deuteronomy 28. Now, he says, all of this will come to pass if you hearken diligently to the voice of the Lord and observe to do all his commandments. Well, we're no longer under commandments. He's given us new commandments. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, and spirit, and love your neighbor as yourself. So you strive to do those things. Then you qualify for the promise of the if. Now, he says, all of these things shall come upon you and overtake you. Has you ever been running from somebody and they're running, they overtake you and they get you? Well, that's what these promises will do. They'll run and overtake you. And I'm not going to read the whole thing to you, but here's what it says. You'll be blessed in all these ways. You'll be blessed in the field, the fruit of your body, that's your children, the fruit of your ground, the fruit of your cattle, and everything you touch your hand to. Your basket and your storehouse, that means you're going to have plenty of food and clothing, everything you need. You should be blessed when you come in and go out. That doesn't matter where you are, what you're doing. When you come in or go out, that's everything you're doing. The Lord shall cause your enemies that rise up against you to be smitten before your face. They shall come against you one way, but they will flee 7 ways from you. If. That's the big if. The Lord shall command the blessings on you in your storehouses and everything you set your hand to. Okay, and it goes on with many others, but those cover a lot of it. But an example is, and I'm just going to give you one, I could give you a dozen. He says, if you're a cheerful giver, that he would cause men to give unto your bosom. Give, and it shall be given unto you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over. Shall God make men give unto your bosom? Okay, here's a little example. When I sold my house in Texas, I only owed about 15 or 18 grand on it. And it sold for, over 200,000. And the little gal that sold my house, a realtor, she says, I've never sold a house with this much difference between what's owed and what you got. I guess that's called principle. And she was just amazed. Well, anyway, the following Christmas, she mailed me her commission check on that sale. I called her and said, why did you do this? She said, I don't know, I just felt like the Lord told me to do that. God makes people give to you. He uses other people. You don't have to be a minister. I used to think when I first got saved, this only happens to preachers, but it doesn't. It happens to those that pay attention to the big if in the Bible. I love Deuteronomy. I like to be blessed coming in and going out. I like for my children to be blessed and everything I put my hand to be blessed, whether I'm coming in or going out, my storehouse, everything that my life needs. So you are not on a limited income. Do not ever say that. And I know that the majority of my followers are over 65 years old. And I know many of them have said, I'm on a fixed income. I could never do better than this. That's not true. Oh, excuse me. That's not true. You're not fixed if you do what God says. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, and spirit. Love your neighbor as yourself. Seek first the kingdom of God, and He will give you everything you have need of. Y'all, this is so valuable. Just do the simple thing He asked you to do, and He'll take care of all the rest. You're not on limited income. If you have a bank account, He's in charge of the numbers. He can fill that bank account. If you have a mailbox, He can put money in that mailbox from people you wouldn't believe. I've received from unusual people. I'm going, where'd this come from? Even the IRS sent me a bunch of money. They didn't know me. I tried to pay it back, and they wouldn't take it. So, this is my advice to you today. Read Deuteronomy 28. Then believe it. And then obey the big if. If you're a big giver, you didn't know what you could expect. Tell me right here. Are you a giver? Do you give with your hand clenched like this? You just hate to do it, but you do it because God says? Or do you give willingly? Ooh, there's lots of blessings for those that give willingly. I love y'all. This is my 2 bits for today. And you see where I am. I'm in my favorite closet. I spend a lot of time in here. I love you. This is my 2 bits for today. Comment on here. Always forward my things. It helps me a lot.